What's up, everybody? So let's talk about Rick Ross getting bust upside his head at a concert he performed at in Vancouver. A shame and a scandal. Honey, Rick Ross thought he was about to go to Canada and play Kendrick Lamar's diss track against Drake. Let me tell you something. Them people was not having it. They weren't going for that. Not at all. So on yesterday, Rick Ross performed at the Ignite Music Festival in Vancouver. After his performance, Rick Ross decided to play Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. And y'all know that was Kendrick dissing Drake. And you know Drake is from Canada. So after Rick started playing that song, he stepped off stage into the crowd. And then a heated argument happened between him and this man that was in the crowd. I believe the man thought that Rick Ross was being disrespectful by playing that diss track. He was, but what he thought these people was gonna do? Just stand there? No. Okay, so y'all saw those videos, and I purposely muted the track because y'all know how YouTube is. They will copyright people, so I just muted the track and I sped it up a little bit because y'all know how YouTube is, okay? Okay, so y'all saw how Rick got hit by the man in the audience or whatnot, and it looked like he backed up a little bit and he allowed his security to fight his battles or whatnot. Rick was like, I ain't even in it. I'm not even in it. I'm not even about to fight. Okay. And so even in the second clip as well, somebody approached him and a man actually hit the guy that approached them. And I'm guessing that is Rick's security or whatever. And Rick was just like, hey, what's going on here? What's going on here? Can Rick Ross fight? I mean, he was a security guard. No. My bad. He was a correctional officer. And I know some of the correctional officers had to fight them prisoners in there. But you know, I don't know. Rick, he might have been one of them nice correctional officers where he got along with everybody just so he couldn't fight. I don't know. But anyway, I didn't see Rick Ross fighting back or whatever. But they did say that it was about 15 dudes that approached Rick Ross. So I see why Rick was like, listen, I ain't trying to fight y'all, okay? But those 15 men did like this human wall around them so that they could not move around them. But it was a big fight that broke out and everybody started fighting. But the fight eventually died down. And I don't know how true this is because I did not hear that in the video, but I did read where the white man was calling Rick Ross the N-word. And if he did that, he was dead as wrong for calling him the N-word, for real. So where did this beef come between Drake and Rick Ross? Now we know that Drake and Kendrick were beefing or whatnot, but how did Rick Ross insert himself into this beef? Right? So what we can gather is that they were once cool. Rick Ross and Drake were once cool, okay? And they made songs together for well over a decade, honey, and then they fell out. But what we thinking is that back in March, Drake actually invited Rick Ross's ex-girlfriend Christina Mackey to his concert. And you know, Rick and Christina dated for like a good 2 months. Like it wasn't even that long, honey. So apparently after that, Rick Ross unfollowed Drake. And then there go Rick Ross putting out a diss track against Drake, saying that Drake got his nose done, called the boy white boy, and called the boy BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. That song is forever gonna be stuck in my head. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. That song will be forever stuck in my head. But do y'all think that Drake had anything to do with these people approaching Rick Ross at this concert? Honey, we don't know. Okay, because they beefing. And it's a possibility that Drake could have said, listen, go handle this for me. Right? because Drake did like this post from 6AK TV. It says, Ed Rich forever met the BC Demons at his show tonight. He shouldn't have played a Kendrick Lamar hit record. And y'all see that Champagne Poppy, aka Drake, liked that post because Drake was like, yeah, you shouldn't have played that. Period. Okay. And it seemed like Rick Ross is trying to act like he is unbothered about the situation, honey, because after leaving Vancouver, he jumped in his private jets and he was laughing and drinking his Bel Air. Now, Rick, why you covering up that right eye of yours? Now, was that the eye that got hit by that man? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. And y'all should know by now that I be joking, so y'all don't take me serious, okay? And it also seemed like Drake was unbothered as well. He was out celebrating Canada Day today.
Like never before, African woman, you're the one I adore. Happy Canada Day.
But y'all know that unbothered people are truly unbothered. They don't make a noise. They stay quiet, okay? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they are bothered, but I'm just saying that unbothered people don't make no noise. I'm just saying. And y'all know that Rick Ross's baby mama, Tia Kim, has been trolling him since this whole ordeal went down. Like, she is not going to let anything ride when it comes to Rick Ross. But before I get into her, Drake posted a picture of himself and the caption says, custom design find rhymes into salary all the way from T-Dot to the Van City All-Stars. And Tia, aka Miss Messy Boots, posted under this picture, Drake. And then Drake responded, my goat. Okay. And we all know that at this point they are trolling Rick Ross bad, okay? And it's one thing about Tia. Tia going to make it known that she does not like Rick Ross. Okay, at every chance she gets, she's going to drag Rick Ross. And I think the last thing I saw of her dragging Rick Ross was when he did not show up to their son's graduation, which I feel like that was totally wrong. And I don't care what's going on with the mama. It was wrong for him not to show up to his son's graduation, point blank, period. But we all know that Tia had a lot to say about Rick Ross. So she made several posts about this situation between Rick Ross getting hit at this concert. On this post, she said, Quiz, get up and unprivate your page. And now, laughing emojis. You got knocked the F out. Renee, big back A up, firing all of them right now. Hashtag get up, hashtag MMBeats, hashtag auntie. Then she made this post hiding that eye, laughing emojis. Girl, Tia is a whole hot mess. I'm not gonna lie to you. She's a mess. And then she posted in her stories that she wanted to make it known to everybody that Drake started following her after this whole incident. Yeah, they about to start trolling Rick Ross real bad. It would not surprise me if Drake pays Tia to do something crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. He probably would do something like that for real. For real. And I also saw where 50 Cent was trolling Rick Ross as well. I'm not going to really get into all of that because we know that 50 Cent does not give one F about nobody, okay? And he is the master troller. He is Mr. Petty himself, okay? He does not care about nothing at all. But anyway, I don't want this video to be too long. So what do y'all think about this situation with Rick Ross getting into a fight at the concert he was performing at in Vancouver yesterday? Y'all know what y'all got to do. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel, share this video, like this video. And y'all know what y'all got to do. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye.